I don't know how to pronounce this one.
It's Ash, just Ash for short.
Okay, good evening, Ash. Thanks so much for this session. I really do appreciate it. So my questions are, does not having publications reduces one's answers? I mean, for the PTDF scholarship. And the second question is that, I mean, I have a professional qualification, but I don't have a publication. And the other question is, I mean, any of the scholar can pick this up. Do they have admission for the scholarship, or just after the scholarship, they now have an admission, they now use this scholarship for that admission? Given the time period between, for some of them that said they are already in school, and does that mean they have the admission? Given the time period between when it was done and the interview was done and when it was awarded to them. So those are my two questions. I don't know if this one counts. So I want to ask that passcode. They were saying someone said passcode. I don't know. Is it that email that was sent or that was passcode, or there was another thing called passcode that we need to then when we are into? Thank you very much.
Okay, I think I'll address your questions. Publications. Publications for a long time have not been put as a criteria. You would often know the criteria is always given. Publication is not a major criteria, but if you have it, bring it forward. Why? Because before now, you had those who were working in academia, those who were lecturing in tertiary institutions. They would often have a lot of publications, while those who were in the industry didn't have any publications because of the nature of their work. So in order to have a level playing ground, you could apply from the industry, you can apply from the lecturer role and still be treated as one. And because of that, you didn't have that publications coming so much to be considered. Admission, you don't need admission before. You can begin to pursue your admission after you get it. But what stops you from being proactive, especially if you're applying to schools in the UK or other places where you do not require application fee, you go ahead to do that. As for the passcode that we're talking about, I think if you are going for on-site registration, for on-site screening, there's usually an email sent to you or with some level of instructions as to what you should do on that day. So it's not anything from outside of those instructions and which of the numbers within your registration number which you have in your dashboard you need to take from.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Mark is transitioning from where to where again?
Pardon?
Mark.
Okay, so no, okay. From my BSc is business admin, tourism management in particular.
All right.
Though I have not really worked. Like I've not used that particular certificate to really gain any experience. University has been tech, has been computer based. So I do web development, I do graphics, I do social media marketing. So my life has been tech, which has been earning me a living anyway. Yeah. So recently I developed interest into cybersecurity. And I've enrolled with an academy already doing cybersecurity. We have been learning a lot of basics for foundations and all of that. So my application to PTDF is into cybersecurity, right? And I've been shortlisted. So I've been really thinking how to really sell it well to them as to how it is applicable to the oil and gas sector in particular, how cybersecurity will be very, very applicable. You know, I'm doing my research anyway, but since you transition as well, I would like to hear how to be able to, balance that transitioning very well. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for your question. So with regards to transitioning, right? It's good you decided to take up cybersecurity and everything. So what they are looking for, the interviewer is basically looking to see what you have done, right? So if I can say that, oh, I transitioned from this to this, but I've been able to do this, right? So it could be helpful if you show your portfolio, like show that I've been able to do this and this. Now, concerning cybersecurity, the relevance to like the petroleum industry is really, there's a lot of things that can be done with cybersecurity. You can cite relevant examples. Something happened. Is it the something Petia, Naughty Petia something attack? So by Russia on Ukrainian forces. So if you notice, if you look at global politics and economy, you know that Ukraine is one of the largest producer or largely exports oil, right? But now that cyber attack shut down government operations, leading to billions of dollars lost in, just a space of few weeks. And that just happened from just accepting a wrong mail, and it was just basically a phishing scam and everything. So if you can bring that into their context, what the interviewer wants to see is how relatable this person is to me, right? So how can he bring it to my context? So if you can be able to discuss that, oh, cybersecurity is the next big thing. If you look at this person, or examples like in Ukraine, Russia, where all the shipping ports, the cyber attack just destroyed everything, right? Also, if you look at the Ukrainian war, um, Ukrainians Ukrainian preemptive strikes on the cyberspace, right, against Russia, shut down their oil processes and everything. If you can cite 2 or 3 examples with regards to cyber attack shutting down government processes, I think you should be able to get a good ground and all. So they are not necessarily looking at what you studied per se. What you studied is important. They just want to see how well you know your stuff, how well you know what you're talking about. Before I go off, let me give you an example. When I was writing, if you look at my essay and everything, I started with facts. Nigeria loses close to so $1 billion a year due to supply chain inefficiencies, right? So that's a big problem. We can be spending this money that we are losing on other things, right? So when you can bring it to their context, I'm sure you should be able to do, right? So I hope you've been able to get value for your question, if that's okay.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much.
I've been shortlisted. I chose MSc Integrated Petroleum Geoscience to be studied at the University of Aberdeen, United Kingdom. So I want to ask that I have been offered admission. So I want to say, should I take this evidence of offer of admission along, and can I leverage this to further boost my chances of being awarded? Secondly, I want to ask also that I have one publication. I have one also currently under review after all the amendment has been done. So I want to say, but the 2 of them are not in petroleum geoscience. The one is in groundwater, and the other one is groundwater contamination vulnerability. Though I still applied geophysics, but those are the 2 things I did during my final year project. So I want to also ask that, can I take those ones along? Would they really be able to be of help? And thirdly, I want to ask from the scholars that, how long did it take between the interview period and the time that the final list was released? Was it even a mail that they sent to them, or just publish it? So those are my questions. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, I think I'll answer the much I can answer, and then others would answer from where I feel to answer. To start up with, If you have gotten admission, that's fine. It's just a piece of paper, and the admission you have gotten right now is conditional. It's not the unconditional because you have not fulfilled quite a lot of their things. It's a conditional admission. It's a single piece of paper of either a page or two you can print and carry along with you. It's fine, carry it. It costs you nothing to carry it. And put it, anything that helps you increase your eligibility, please carry it. And then as for the period, those are the kind of questions I said we should not be asked because we are not PTDF staff. We can't tell the internal workings. If you have been following PTDF, you realize that this year the applications were out earlier than it has ever been. Well, it has been out earlier than it has ever been. So we cannot, I don't think there's any PTDF staff here. But if there's any, because I saw people in the chat saying, giving a lot of numbers and statistics and facts and processes and time scales and internal workings about PTDF. So we have somebody here who is very confident as to when this screening exercise will end and when results will be out and when scholars will be communicated. A person can unmute and state based on credibility who she or he is and tell us when it will be. I think I missed out one question. You asked 3. I think I've answered 2. I missed out 1. Temitayo.
Yes, sir. I asked about my publications. Should I take them along and would they be of help?
Print them. If you have them, carry them. They're just papers. Print them and carry them. Anything that helps you give you an edge, anything that helps you win the argument, because you are competing not against yourself, not just people from your, but they are going, at the end of the day, when PTDF releases these statistics, you will hear about 5,000 persons went in for the screening or 3,000 thereabout went in for the screening. So anything that gives you an edge, take it along with you. I think somebody in the comment, it was Fred in the comment who said, he said, it's better you go there with it and it is not needed than you go there and you find the need for it and you do not have it. So please, anything that supports you, anything that you can present and say, this is, count this if possible, add it and give me extra marks so I can get the scholarship. Take it along with you. Thank you, Temitayo, for your question. Hakim Usman. I think the last question will come from Hamza Ibrahim, and then we'll call it a wrap from here.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good
and
evening.
also thank you for organizing this. So my question goes to Mr. David. The first question, I want to know if he attached any evidence to the mail he sent to PTDF just to show that he is not currently in the country. And secondly, I applied for a master's. Does he think I should print out some documents since it's virtual just to show them during the interview? So my 2 questions. Thank you.
Omalewa.
Okay. Yeah, so I would say for the evidence, so I just showed my visa, like my visa status, and I showed my certificate of like graduation. So that's basically my visa document, like my stamp showing like I'm outside the country. So that's what I provided for evidence. So in your this thing, so whatever visa that you have, status that you have, or maybe something that you can prove to show that you're outside the country and it's genuine, then they'll definitely accept it. So then I can't remember the second question you said.
Like the virtual, did you print out any hard copy just to show them some of your credentials during the interview, the virtual interview?
Yeah, so during my virtual, they didn't ask me for any document. So, but you don't need to print out any photocopy. It's better to just carry your original because they can't be asking you for photocopy. It's just, even if they want to ask, it's just original. But in my case, they didn't ask for any document. But just carry your original with you. So in case they say that waive your this thing, or put it to your camera. At least you'll be on the safe side.
All right. And you said they got back to you after 5 days?
Yeah, in my own situation, last year was after 5 days they got back to me.
Wow. I sent email since on Monday. So just hoping for a positive response from them, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can still send a follow-up email. Maybe tomorrow you send another follow-up email to them to see if they will respond.
All right. Thank you so much. All right.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Good evening.
All right. Not to thank you for this opportunity to be able to see the not the inner workings, but the how do I put it now? The tips and stops we need for acing the interview. Just like the speaker whose undergraduate degree was in mechanical engineering, that we should relax and go with self-confidence. So my question, not to overflog what everybody has been asking, this is just to ask again about documents to be printed for the interview phase. So I applied for master's in material science and engineering, and I wanted to ask if stuffs like Coursera certifications you have in materials mechanics and all of those little certifications we have that's closely related to what we are going for, if that can be printed and added. And also, I have a publication in maintenance culture of high-rise buildings because I did civil engineering as an undergraduate. I wanted to ask if that can be attached. And also, I have memberships that I did not upload during my application phase, if we can add that. And some of the membership certificates I have are not certificates per se that bear my name. They are badges and membership IDs, and they are professional bodies, but they don't have some sort of membership certificates that I can present and be like, okay, this carries my name and everything. But I have badges, I have professional membership IDs. So I don't know if those things can be printed and added as an added advantage. Thank you.
Carry everything with you. Just you're printing a page and each of all of those things. So carry them with you. Because I think membership of professional bodies and publications allowed you room to just upload about 5 of those, 5 of each, or I don't know, I can't remember at the moment. So if you have more, carry them. It's not a big deal if you put the first ones you uploaded first and then put the other ones behind, and they're like, oh, you have more than the required. I remember when I went in for my own, I had up to 6 professional memberships, and they were like, oh, you have more than the required. And they took the ones they wanted. If you have certifications to back it up, if it is required and they so require it, you have more than enough. If you have badges that further prove your membership or any of those things, you have it. So please print them if they are printable and carry them there. When they request, give it to them. Let them know you came prepared. Let them see the zeal in you that you really want this by all means. So present everything you have before them. Don't leave anything to chance. Like people will say, had I known is the last born, don't go there and become the last born. They're like, oh, I wish I had brought this. It would have buttressed my point, or, further shown how important or valuable this thing means to me. So carry everything you can along with you. I'm sure we have answered your question, sir.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Isa Musa, please unmute and ask your question.
So firstly, I want to thanks for the organizers of this
orientations. We really appreciate. So I'm a MSc holder of education computer science. So really, I enjoy the questions asked by Mark concerning his area of study. Is it business or whatever? And he mentioned that it's not only with oil and gas, and also me too is teaching and learning. That's education computer. So I applied for PhD, and then I got a message via my email. So, and I also prepare a proposal. So I want to just present it as something related to teaching and learning. So I need more advice on how to just tailor that proposal, or if they ask me how this will have oil and gas. So just to help me, just give me some ideas that can give you more light on how to just answer the question.
Teaching and learning. Your background is in education.
Yes.
And within the areas of application, it was teaching and learning you applied for, or was there any sector in the oil and gas sector that you looked at?
So
basically,
during the application, I didn't see any course that's related to teaching. I just see the courses related to computer science. So since my area is teaching computer science, so I see the opportunity to join.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So when it comes to teaching, there is a whole lot of awareness that takes place in the oil and gas sector. Okay. Amarachi, you want to answer? Please go ahead.
It's Daniel again.
You never chop finish.
No vex.
Go ahead, Daniel.
So, like I said, there's a lot of awareness when it comes to, oil and gas. I mean, now everybody is like trying to um get into sustainability, raising awareness about green technology and everything. And it's good that you moved there. I mean, I know of someone who is there. She's currently doing a PhD now. She did her undergrad in education, chemistry education, but she did the PhD, her master's in is it sustainable sustainability?
Global sustainability engineering.
Yeah, global sustainability engineering. Yeah, correct. So it's not, like I said, it's about how you communicate your ideas towards the people, the interviewers. Also, let there be a logical flow of your thinking, right? I can't come to the front of the interview and say, oh, A is equals to B and B equals to C, therefore A is equals to Z. Do you understand? It does not make sense. So let your thoughts flow logically, because I think they'll give you the first 2 minutes to state your thesis and introduce yourself, what you're studying, and all of that. Also, it's important, try using the STAR technique. So situation, task, action, and results, right? So STAR, everybody uses it for their interviews. So the situation, okay, if they ask you what's going on, you'll be like, oh, Nigeria is an oil producing nation, but we're at the transitioning from point A to point B. We are transitioning from energy to green. That's why we need people who are tech savvy to be able to aid, this transition smoothly into so stuff, right? Uh, the the task now. So I want to be able to do this. You just identify pain points. Okay, what are the areas that you may see a gap in, right? And as you want to do, then the action that you will take and the results that will come from it. So they'll see that you have taught well, like you have a good head on your shoulders and you're able to properly articulate your stuff basically. So yeah, that's yeah, I hope you've been able to get value for that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Daniel. And if you would just make a research about teaching and learning in the oil and gas sector or petroleum industry, you find quite a lot. I just decided to say teaching and learning, to type teaching and learning in the oil and gas sector, and I see quite a lot of publications which gives you empirical data as to what has been done when it comes to education and training in the oil and gas sector, as it relates to digitization and simulation and all of those things. So all I would say is that do a little research and ask just the very basic questions. How is
Sash,
Yes.
Sash, sorry, please. Another thing. Please feel free to use AI. I beg, right? Not necessarily in, oh, you guys have already passed the writing phase of everything. Feel free to use AI to question yourself. Don't think AI is just, oh, how do I cook egusi soup? AI will give me answer. No, AI is so much more powerful. You can, is it not one shot? Many Sash, you should know this now, my Lord Bishop. But But yeah, use AI to question yourself. Use AI to ask you questions. You can prompt the AI, assign rules to the AI. Oh, how you have to act like with so years of experience and everything. Please, what do I do? And AI is a very helpful resource that will help you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for adding that. You could use AI as the first step, and when you get the required information or roadmap as to how to proceed, you delve into finding the real data to back it up. Who did what? How did the person do it? And what findings are there? So you can use that as case studies or analogous scenarios to apply your own case and make your argument more convincing.